Top 10 most beautiful destinations in the world, renowned for their breathtaking beauty. Amalfi Coast, Italy. The Amalfi Coast is known for its extraordinary beauty that combines steep cliffs adorned with colorful and picturesque villages, crystal clear waters, and lush vegetation. The 50 km coastline along the southern edge of Italy's Sorrentine Peninsula is a popular tourist destination characterized by its diversity. The terraced vineyards and orchards, the scent of lemons and oranges, the blue sea contrasting with the green mountains, and the charm of the small towns with their narrow streets and beautiful squares create an unforgettable landscape. Positano, Amalfi, and Ravello are among the most famous towns, each offering unique panoramas and experiences. The Amalfi Coast in Italy, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, is truly a marvel. Its rugged coastline, vibrant colored villages perched on mountainsides, azure seas, and delicious local cuisine make it one of the world's top tourist destinations. Here's a deeper dive into its enchanting allure. The scenic beauty. The Amalfi Coast is a stretch of coastline on the Tyrrhenian Sea, located in the Gulf of Salerno in southern Italy. It is known for its captivating beauty with towering cliffs, terraced vineyards, lemon groves, and charming small towns painted in vibrant colors that contrast with the deep blue of the sea. Charming towns. There are 13 municipalities along the Amalfi Coast, with Amalfi and Positano being the most famous. Amalfi, once a maritime power, offers historical sites such as the 9th century Amalfi Cathedral. Positano is known for its steep, narrow streets lined with boutiques and cafes. Ravello, situated above the Amalfi Coast, is famous for its gardens with stunning sea views, and Sorrento, at the beginning of the coast, is known for its sweeping water views and Piazza Tasso, a cafe-lined square. Cuisine. The Amalfi Coast is renowned for its Mediterranean cuisine. Expect to dine on fresh seafood, buffalo mozzarella, pasta, and locally grown produce like lemons, which are an integral part of the region's cuisine. Don't miss out on trying limoncello, a local liqueur made from Amalfi lemons. Activities. There's plenty to do along the Amalfi Coast. Enjoy sun-soaked beaches, hiking trails with breathtaking views, such as the Path of the Gods, and boat tours to Capri or the beautiful Emerald Grotto. The region's winding coastal roads are perfect for scenic drives. Ideal duration of the trip. The ideal duration for a trip to the Amalfi Coast depends on your interests and the pace at which you want to travel. However, a 5-7-day trip is usually sufficient to explore the main towns: Amalfi, Positano, Ravello, and Sorrento. Enjoy the beaches, sample local cuisine, and possibly take a day trip to Capri. If you're also interested in visiting the nearby historic sites of Pompeii and Herculaneum, you may want to add a couple of more days. Budgeting. Costs can vary significantly depending on factors like season, accommodation choice, and personal spending habits. However, here are some rough estimates. Accommodation. Accommodation can range from around $100 per night for a budget guest house or BPB to $300. $800 per night for a 4-star or 5-star hotel. Food and drinks. Expect to spend around $30. $50 per day on food and drinks if you're dining on a budget, or up to $100, $150 per day for higher-end restaurants. Transport. If you're planning to use public transport, buses and ferries set aside around $10, $20 per day. Car rentals will cost more and come with the challenge of navigating narrow, winding roads and finding parking. Activities. Entrance fees for sites and costs for activities, such as boat rentals or guided tours, can add another $10, $50 per day. Miscellaneous. Budget for additional costs like souvenirs and unexpected expenses. Based on the above, a rough daily budget could range from $150, $250 per person on a modest budget, to $500, $1,000 per person for a more luxurious experience. Banff National Park Canada. This park in the Canadian Rockies is truly one of the most beautiful places on Earth. Banff National Park is known for its stunning alpine scenery, including magnificent snow-capped peaks, turquoise, colored lakes, and vast glaciers. Lake Louise, Moraine Lake, and the Icefields Parkway are some of the must-see sites. The park is not only a place of natural beauty but also offers opportunities for wildlife viewing, hiking, camping, and winter sports. Banff National Park, located in the majestic Canadian Rockies, is one of Canada's gems and a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Known for its turquoise glacier, fed lakes, stunning vistas, diverse wildlife, and outdoor recreational activities, it's a must-visit for nature lovers. Natural beauty. Banff National Park is known for its spectacular natural beauty. From the towering peaks of Mount Rundle and Mount Cascade to the breathtakingly beautiful Lake Louise and Moraine Lake, the park is a delight for the senses. Wildlife is abundant in the park, with the possibility of seeing animals such as elk, black bears, and grizzly bears. Outdoor activities. Banff offers a wealth of outdoor activities. In the summer, hiking, biking, canoeing, and wildlife viewing are popular. The winter brings opportunities for skiing and snowboarding, particularly in Sunshine Village, Lake Louise, and Mount Norquay, Banff Town. The town of Banff, located within the national park, is a tourist hub offering restaurants, shops, museums, and accommodation. It's worth visiting the Banff Springs Hotel, a historic hotel styled after a Scottish baronial castle, and the Banff Gondola, which takes you to the top of Sulphur Mountain for panoramic views of the area. Hot springs. Don't miss the Banff Upper Hot Springs. The naturally heated mineral, rich waters are a perfect way to relax after a day of hiking or skiing. Ideal duration of the trip. An ideal trip to Banff National Park would be around 5-7 days. This gives you ample time to visit the highlights of the park, enjoy a variety of outdoor activities, explore the town of Banff, and possibly take a day trip to the nearby Yoho or Jasper National Parks. Budgeting. The cost of a trip to Banff can vary widely depending on factors like the time of year, type of accommodation, and personal spending habits. However, here are some rough estimates. Accommodation. Accommodation can range from about $150 per night for a budget hotel or lodge to $400 or more per night for a room in a high-end hotel like the Fairmont Banff Springs. Campgrounds are also available during summer for about $30-40 per night. Food and drinks. Expect to spend around $30-50 per day on food and drinks if you're dining on a budget, or up to $100 or more per day if you prefer high-end restaurants. Park entry. The park entry fee is $10 per day for adults or $20 for a family or group. Transportation. If you're driving, consider the cost of car rental and fuel. The park is about a 1.5-hour drive. From Calgary, shuttles are available from the Calgary Airport to Banff for about $70 per person. Once in Banff, the town and some nearby attractions can be explored using the Rome Public Transit Service. Activities. Costs for activities can vary. Ski lift tickets, for example, can cost around $100 per day. Equipment rentals for activities like canoeing, biking, or skiing would be additional. Given these estimates, a rough daily budget could range from $200-300 per person on a budget to $500 or more per person for a more luxurious trip. These costs could be significantly higher during the peak tourist seasons of summer and winter. Santorini, Greece. Known for its white buildings with blue domes perched on cliffs overlooking the Aegean Sea, Santorini is indeed an iconic beauty. The island is a remnant of a volcanic eruption which has resulted in multicolored cliffs, black sand beaches, and a submerged caldera. Watching the sunset from the town of Owaia is a must for any visitor, as it provides stunning views that seem to have leaped right out of a postcard. Santorini, Greece is a dreamy island destination known for its iconic blue-domed churches, stark white buildings, stunning sunsets, and unique volcanic beaches. Here's a deeper exploration of what it offers. Stunning views and unique architecture. One of the Cyclades islands in the Aegean Sea, Santorini is famous for its breathtaking views of the sea, particularly from the towns of Phyra and Oia. The island's architecture is unique, with whitewashed buildings perched on cliffs, narrow cobblestone streets, and beautiful blue-domed churches. The views of the sunset from Oia are particularly famous and draw tourists from all over the world. Beaches and volcanic landscape. The island's volcanic past has created unique landscapes and beaches. You'll find beaches with black, red, and white sands and pebbles, such as the popular Red Beach and Black Beach. The volcanic caldera and hot springs are other attractions that speak to the island's geology. History and archaeology. For those interested in history, the ancient ruins at Akrotiri are a must. Visit. The settlement was preserved under volcanic ash in the 16th century BC and provides a fascinating glimpse into the past. The Archaeological Museum in Phyra is also worth a visit. Food and wine. Santorini is known for its local cuisine and wines. Try local dishes like fava mikukia, yellow split peas, and the cherry tomatoes of Santorini. The island's unique volcanic soil produces distinctive wines, and a visit to a local winery is a great way to spend an afternoon. Ideal duration of the trip. An ideal trip to Santorini would be around 5-7 days. This allows you to explore the towns of Phyra and Oia, relax on the unique beaches, visit the historical sites, and enjoy the local food and wine. If you have more time, you could also consider a day trip to the nearby islands like Mykonos or Crete. Accommodation. You can expect to pay from $100 per night for a budget hotel or BTEB to $300 or more per night for a luxury hotel or villa, particularly in the peak season. Some hotels even offer rooms with private pools or hot tubs. Food and drinks. Food and drinks can range from about $30 per day if you're dining on a budget or up to $100 or more per day if you prefer high-end restaurants or dining with a caldera view. Transportation. A rental car can cost about $40 per day, and gas is around $8 per gallon. Alternatively, you could use the local bus service, which is less than $5 for most routes. Taxes and private transfers are more expensive. If you plan to visit other islands, consider the cost of ferries or flights. Activities. Entrance fees for museums and archaeological sites are around $5. $15. Wine tours can range from $50 to $150 depending on the level of luxury. Other activities like boat tours or guided hikes can also range significantly in cost. Given these estimates, a rough daily budget could range from $200 per person for a budget trip to $500 or more per person for a more luxurious experience. Remember that costs can be significantly higher during the peak season, mid-June to mid-September. These are rough estimates and actual costs can vary, so it's always a good idea to check for up-to-date prices and exchange rates before your trip. Plitvice Lakes National Park, Croatia. This UNESCO World Heritage Site is one of the oldest and largest national parks in Croatia. It's famous for its cascading lakes that range from azure to green, gray, or blue. The colors change constantly depending on the quantity of minerals or organisms in the water and the angle of sunlight. With its waterfalls, wildlife, and wooden walking paths, it provides an enchanting environment that is sure to leave any visitor in awe. Plitvice Lakes National Park in Croatia is a natural wonder, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and one of the country's most popular tourist destinations. The park is famous for its cascading lakes interconnected by waterfalls, set against a backdrop of lush forests. Natural beauty. Plitvice is home to 16 terraced crystalline lakes that tumble into each other via a series of waterfalls and cascades. The water's mineral content creates a vibrant spectrum of colors, ranging from azure to green, gray, or blue, changing with the sunlight and the quantity of minerals. Biodiversity. The park is a haven for wildlife, home to a variety of bird species, wolves, bears, and even rare species like the European pond turtle and the Eurasian lynx. It's a great destination for wildlife enthusiasts. Hiking and sightseeing. Plitvice offers various walking and hiking trails, ranging from easy to moderately challenging. Routes are well marked, guiding visitors around and across the water bodies through wooden walkways. There's also a panoramic train and electric boats for sightseeing. Ideal duration of the trip. A full day is often enough to explore the park, but if you're an avid hiker or nature lover, spending 2 days would allow you to explore more extensively and at a relaxed pace. For those combining Plitvice with a broader exploration of Croatia, allocating 2-3 days for the surrounding region would be ideal, as it allows for visiting nearby attractions like the Barak Caves or the picturesque town of Rejstoke. Budgeting in USD. Approximations. Accommodation. There are 3 hotels within the park and numerous guest houses and bibebs in the surrounding villages. Prices vary by season, but expect to pay from around $60 per night for a budget guest house to $150 or more per night for a hotel room. Food and drinks. Dining options within the park are limited and slightly pricier than outside. You can expect to spend around $20, $30 per day on food and drinks if you're dining on a budget, or up to $50, $60 per day for higher. And dining experiences in nearby towns. Park entry. Entry to the park includes access to the boats and trains. In peak season, July and August, the cost is approximately $35 for adults. In other months, it ranges from $10, $30. Parking is around $10 for the day. Transportation. If you're driving, consider the cost of car rental and fuel. Alternatively, there are buses from major cities like Zagreb or Zadar to Plitvice, which can cost around $15, $25 one way. Based on these estimates, a rough daily budget could range from $100, $150 per person on a modest budget, to $250, $300 per person for a more luxurious experience. Keep in mind that these are rough estimates and actual costs can vary, so it's always a good idea to check for up-to-date prices and exchange rates before your trip. Fjords of Norway. Norway's fjords are known for their awe-inspiring beauty. These deep seawater inlets are flanked by high cliffs and mountain peaks, with waterfalls cascading down and quaint villages scattered here and there. The tranquility and peacefulness of the fjords, the spectacular landscapes, and the dramatic play of light make this a unique destination. Notable fjords include Giringerfjords, Giringerfjord, and Nerøyfjord, each offering breathtaking views. The fjords of Norway are known for their breathtaking natural beauty. These deep, narrow sea inlets are flanked by towering cliffs, mountains, and are often studded with picturesque villages. Here's a more detailed look at what to expect. Natural beauty and outdoor activities. The fjords are a nature lover's paradise, offering breathtaking vistas, hiking opportunities, and the chance to see wildlife such as seals, eagles, and even whales. Popular fjords to visit include Giringerfjord, Sognefjord, the longest and deepest, and Hardangerfjord. The Nerøyfjord, a branch of the Sognefjord, is particularly stunning and is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Kayaking, fishing, and boat tours are popular ways to explore the fjords. Scenic routes and iconic hikes. The area is known for its scenic drives, including the Atlantic Ocean Road and Trollstigen, Troll's Ladder. Iconic hikes such as Trolltunga and Pulpit Rock are challenging, but offer incredible views. Cultural attractions. You'll find numerous cultural attractions in the Fjord region, such as the historic stave churches, Viking sites, and the Art Nouveau architecture of Ålesund. Bergen, often used as a base to explore the fjords, is a charming city known for its historic harbor area. Briggen. Ideal duration of the trip. The fjords cover a vast area, and how long you stay will depend on how many fjords you wish to visit and what activities you wish to engage in. However, a 7-10-day trip is a good starting point. This will give you enough time to explore a couple of fjords, do some hiking or boating, and visit cultural attractions. Budgeting in USD. Approximations. Accommodation. Accommodation ranges from budget guest houses and campsites to boutique hotels and luxury mountain lodges. Expect to pay anywhere from $80 per night for a budget option to $250 or more per night for a high-end hotel. Food and drinks. Eating out in Norway can be expensive. You could spend anywhere from $30 per day on a budget buying groceries and self-catering to $100 per day if dining in mid-range to high-end restaurants. Transportation. Norway is known for its excellent public transport system. However, if you want flexibility, consider renting a car. This can cost from $50 per day plus fuel. Ferries and cruises to explore the fjords range from $30 to $100, depending on the length and type of tour. Activities. The cost of activities varies widely. Most hikes are free, but you might want to hire a guide for the more challenging ones, which can cost around $50. $100. Kayak rental can cost around $50 for a half day. Museums and attractions typically charge an entry fee of around $10. Given these estimates, a rough daily budget could range from $200 per person for a budget trip to $500 or more per person for a more luxurious experience. Keep in mind that Norway is known to be one of the more expensive European destinations, and prices can vary depending on the season and location. Always check up-to-date prices and exchange rates before your trip. Great Barrier Reef, Australia. The world's largest coral reef system, located in the Coral Sea off the coast of Queensland, Australia, is renowned for its vibrant underwater ecosystem. With its diverse marine life and a multitude of colorful coral, it's a paradise for divers and snorkelers. The reef's astounding beauty can even be appreciated from the sky through scenic flights, offering a stunning view of the bright blue waters interspersed with coral cays. The Great Barrier Reef, located off the coast of Queensland, Australia, is one of the world's most magnificent natural wonders. It's the largest coral reef system on Earth, renowned for its vibrant marine life and stunningly clear waters. Marine exploration. Diving and snorkeling in the Great Barrier Reef is a bucket list experience. With over 2,900 individual reefs and 900 islands, it's a paradise for marine enthusiasts. The reef is home to an astounding diversity of sea life, including 1,500 species of fish, 400 types of coral, and endangered species such as the green sea turtle and dugong. Island hopping. Island hopping is another popular activity. Islands such as Green Island, Fitzroy Island, and the Whitsundays each offer unique landscapes and experiences, ranging from luxury resorts to wildlife encounters. Environmental education. There's also a strong emphasis on conservation and education in the area. The Great Barrier Reef Marine Park protects a large part of the reef from overfishing and tourism impacts. Visitors can learn about the delicate ecology of the reef system and the importance of preserving this unique environment. Ideal duration of the trip. For a trip focused on the Great Barrier Reef itself, a stay of 5-7 days is recommended. This allows time for multiple dive or snorkel trips, relaxation on the islands, and exploration of coastal towns such as Cairns or Port Douglas. If you're incorporating the reef into a larger Australian itinerary, you might spend 2-3 3 days. Accommodation. Accommodation can range widely from budget hostels to high-end island resorts. Expect to pay from around $50 per night for a budget option in Cairns or Port Douglas to $200 or more per night for mid-range hotels and up to $500 or more for luxury resorts. Food and drinks. Australia's food scene is diverse and high quality. You could spend anywhere from $20 per day on a budget, self-catering or casual eateries, to $60. $100 per day if dining in mid-range to high, and restaurants. Transportation. If you're staying in Cairns or Port Douglas, a rental car can cost about $30. $50 per day, and gas is around $4 per gallon. Shuttle services from the airport to the city center hotels cost about $15. $20? Reef trips. Day trips to the reef, including snorkeling or diving, start from around $100 for budget trips and go up to $200. $250 for more luxurious or specialized trips. Dive courses and certifications cost extra. Other activities. Costs for other activities can range. For example, a scenic helicopter flight over the reef can cost around $250 or more. Given these estimates, a rough daily budget could range from $150, $200 per person for a budget trip to $400, $500 or more per person for a more luxurious experience. Keep in mind that these are rough estimates and actual costs can vary. So always check for up-to-date prices and exchange rates before your trip. The Maldives. The Maldives, located in the Indian Ocean, is a tropical paradise of white sandy beaches, crystal clear waters, and abundant marine life. The island's beauty lies in their isolation and the unique environment. Each island with its luxury resort offers a private getaway where one can enjoy the clear waters, vibrant coral reefs, and unique underwater. The Maldives, an island nation in the Indian Ocean, is renowned for its stunning white sand beaches, crystal clear waters, and vibrant coral reefs. It's a haven for luxury tourism, though budget travel is also possible. Tropical paradise. Each of the 1,000 islands is encircled by a lagoon with bright blue water and coral reefs. The beaches are stunningly beautiful, often adorned with palm trees and leading into clear, warm waters. The Maldives are ideal for relaxation and beach activities, water sports, and activities. The clear waters of the Maldives are perfect for snorkeling and scuba diving. With over 2,000 species of fish and 200 species of coral, it's a diver's paradise. Other popular activities include surfing, fishing, sailing, and even submarine tours. Luxury resorts. The Maldives is famous for its luxury resorts, many of which occupy their own private islands. These resorts often include overwater bungalows, private pools, and personal butler services. Ideal duration of the trip. Given the travel time to reach the Maldives, a trip of 7-10 days is a good duration. This gives you time to relax, participate in water activities, and possibly visit more than one resort or island. For a shorter, more focused trip, 5 days could be enough. Accommodation. This will be your biggest expense. Budget guest houses can start from $50 per night. Mid-range hotels can be around $100, $200 per night, and luxury resorts typically start from $500 per night and can go up to several $1,000s for the most luxurious villas. Keep in mind that many resorts are all-inclusive, covering meals and some activities, food and drinks. If you're not staying at an all-inclusive resort, expect to pay $10. $20 for a meal at a local restaurant or $50, $100 or more at high and resort restaurants. Alcohol is expensive and only available at resorts. Transportation. From Mail, you'll need to take a speedboat or domestic flight, and often a combination of both, to reach your resort. Transfers are typically arranged by the resort and can range from $100 to $500 per person, round trip. Activities. Diving and other water sports can add up. Expect to pay around $50 for snorkeling trips, $100 or more for diving, and $50 for other water sport rentals. Given these estimates, a budget traveler could spend around $100, $150 per day, while a trip staying in luxury resorts could easily cost $1,000 or more per day. Please note that these are rough estimates and the costs can vary widely depending on your choices. It's always recommended to check up-to-date prices and exchange rates before planning your trip. Zhangjiajie National Forest Park, China, made famous by James Cameron's movie Avatar, the park is home to the unique towering sandstone pillars that are often shrouded in mist, creating a surreal and mystical atmosphere. The floating mountains, lush vegetation, clear streams, and an incredible variety of species make this park an enchanting place. The Beilong Elevator and the Glass Bridge are among the attractions that provide stunning panoramic views. Zhangjiajie National Forest Park in China, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, is renowned for its unique geography, stunning vistas, and diverse wildlife. Its dramatic landscapes inspired the floating mountains in the film Avatar. Remarkable geology. The park's most distinctive features are the thousands of sandstone pillars, many over 200 meters high. These natural skyscrapers, often shrouded in mist, create a surreal and striking landscape. Biodiversity. Home to over 3,000 plant species and a multitude of wildlife, the park is a treat for nature enthusiasts. You may spot various species of monkeys, giant salamanders, and numerous birds. Hiking and scenic routes. There are well-marked trails for different levels of hiking experience. Highlights include the Golden Whipstream, Yuanjiaji, the site that inspired Avatar, and Tianzi Mountain. The park also features the world's longest and highest cable car, offering spectacular aerial views, ideal duration of the trip. To fully appreciate the park, a stay of 4 days is recommended. This allows you enough time to explore the main areas of the park, embark on a few hikes, and enjoy the scenery without feeling rushed. Accommodation. There are many affordable hotels and guest houses in Zhangjiajie City and Wulingyuan, the town closest to the park. Expect to pay from $20 to $50 per night for a budget option and $70, $150 per night for mid-range hotels. Luxury hotels can go up to $200 per night and more. Food and drinks. Dining in Zhangjiajie offers a chance to try the spicy and flavorful Hunanese cuisine. Budget meals can be found for around $5, while a meal at a mid-range restaurant might be around $15, $20. High-end dining could go up to $50 per meal. Transportation. If you stay in Wulingyuan, you can walk or take a short bus ride to the park entrance. From Zhangjiajie City, it's around an hour by bus, $3, $5. Within the park, a shuttle bus system, included in your entrance ticket, helps you get around to the various scenic spots. Park entry. A ticket to the park is valid for 4 days and costs around $45. This includes entry to most parts of the park and the shuttle bus, but not the cable cars or the Beilong elevator, which cost around $20 each. Based on these estimates, a rough daily budget could range from $50, $70 per person for a budget traveler, to $150, $200 per person for a more comfortable experience. Keep in mind that these are rough estimates and costs can vary, so always check for up-to-date prices and exchange rates before planning your trip. Machu Picchu, Peru. Nestled high in the Andes, the ancient Inca city of Machu Picchu offers a unique blend of natural and man-made beauty. The intricate architecture of the ruins combined with the stunning mountain backdrop and deep valleys creates an awe. It's not just the beauty of the site, but also its spiritual aura, its history, and its mystery that attracts visitors from around the world. Machu Picchu, located in the Andes Mountains of Peru, is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and one of the most famous archaeological sites in the world. It's renowned for its sophisticated dry stone walls, intriguing buildings, and panoramic views. Archaeological wonder. The main attraction is the Incan city of Machu Picchu itself, which includes temples, terraces, and approximately 200 structures in total. Its architectural, agricultural, and astronomical knowledge is a testament to the Inca civilization. Inca Trail. Many visitors choose to hike the Inca Trail, a multi-day trek that takes you through stunning Andean scenery and several smaller Inca sites before arriving at Machu Picchu. Cultural immersion. The nearby town of Aguas Calientes and the larger city of Cusco both offer opportunities to immerse yourself in Peruvian culture and history. Ideal duration of the trip. If you're planning to hike the Inca Trail, a trip of 7-10 days is recommended. This allows time for acclimatization in Cusco, the 4-day hike, and an extra day to explore Machu Picchu. If you're taking the train to Aguas Calientes and visiting Machu Picchu from there, a 4 or 5-day trip could be sufficient. Accommodation. In Cusco, accommodation ranges from hostels at around $10, $20 per night to mid-range hotels at $50, $100 per night, and luxury hotels can go up to $200, $400 per night. Aguas Calientes has similar ranges. Food and drinks. Peruvian cuisine is varied and flavorful. You can find budget meals in local markets for around $5, mid-range restaurant meals for $10, $20, and high-end dining for $50 or more. Transportation. A round-trip train ticket from Cusco to Aguas Calientes can cost between $140, $200, depending on the level of comfort you choose. Buses from Aguas Calientes to Machu Picchu cost about $24 round. Trip. Entry to Machu Picchu. Entry tickets to Machu Picchu cost around $45, $60, depending on whether you want to visit additional sites like Huayna Picchu or Machu Picchu Mountain. Inca Trail. The cost of a guided Inca Trail trek typically starts around $600 and can go up to $1,000, including entrance fees, meals, tents, and porters. A rough daily budget might therefore range from $50, $80 per person for a budget traveler staying in Cusco and taking the train to Machu Picchu, to $200, $300 per person or more for a luxury experience or for those hiking the Inca Trail. Please note that these are approximate costs, and prices can vary, so always check for the most up-to-date information and exchange rates before your trip. Iceland, the land of fire and ice, offers diverse landscapes from glaciers and hot springs to waterfalls and geysers. It's a destination that's high on many travelers' lists. Natural wonders. Iceland's landscapes are truly unique. From the geysers of the Golden Circle and the famous Blue Lagoon to the black sand beaches of Vik and the stunning Jökulsárlón Glacier Lagoon, there's no shortage of natural wonders to explore. Northern Lights. One of Iceland's most famous attractions is the Northern Lights. Witnessing this natural phenomenon is a once-in-a-lifetime experience that is best observed from September to April. Outdoor activities. Outdoor enthusiasts will be spoilt for choice with activities such as glacier hiking, ice caving, horse riding, and whale watching. Cultural experience. Reykjavik, the capital, offers a vibrant cultural scene with great food, music, and a range of museums and art galleries. Ideal duration of the trip. For a trip focused on the highlights, Golden Circle, South Coast, Blue Lagoon, 4 or 5 days would be sufficient. If you're planning to drive the full ring road or dive deeper into specific regions, plan for 7-14 days. Budgeting in USD. Approximations. Accommodation. Accommodation in Reykjavik can start around $60 per night for a budget guest house or hostel, $150, $200 for a mid-range hotel, and $250 or more for luxury hotels. Outside of Reykjavik, options might be more limited and slightly more expensive. Food and drinks. Dining out can be expensive. Expect to pay $20, $30 for a casual meal and $50, $100 for a meal at a high-end restaurant. If you're self-catering, groceries can cost around $50, $70 per week. Transportation. Rental cars are the best way to explore Iceland and can cost $50, $150 per day depending on the type of vehicle and the season. Gas is around $7 per gallon. Activities and entrance fees. The Blue Lagoon costs around $80, $120 depending on the package. Guided tours such as a Golden Circle tour can cost around $50, $100. Glacier hikes and ice caving tours can range from $100, $200. Most natural attractions in Iceland are free to visit. Considering these costs, a budget traveler could spend around $150, $200 per day, while a mid-range to high-end traveler could spend $300, $500 or more per day. These are approximations, and actual costs can vary greatly depending on your choices and activities. As always, it's best to check for the most up-to-date information and exchange rates before planning your trip. These places offer immense natural and architectural beauty that attracts travelers from all around the globe. Remember to respect the local environment and cultures when visiting to ensure these places remain beautiful for future generations.